Let's do this. You ready, George? You good, Charles?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yo, Sneak This Podcast, episode 240.
Wow.
It's a lot of episodes. You know what's crazy is you came on 157. And I thought it was way before that. I thought you were like when we were still before 100. That's how long ago it feels like.
It's actually more than 240 because there's a lot of ones that were done that weren't numbered. I mean,
tons of episodes.
I had Corona and then there was other stuff too.
It's at least like 260, I think. 264 or something like that. George, Greg, back in the building. Special guest, I guess. Charles is not a special guest, but owner of Legend. You know, we talk about Legend all the time on this podcast. Owner of Legend Sneaker Boutique in Arizona. Glad you're here.
I'm happy to be back.
What? I was just telling George, I was like, man, that night that you had came recorded one of the worst nights ever. Because like my wife them had went to Oregano's for like a birthday. I can't remember, like my son's birthday. I don't know why. I went to Oregano's that night. And I remember I started kind of editing in the car. And like, you know, you were in the camera. And then, like, I was kind of letting it load on the thing. I looked over and I was like, where did he go? And it was, like, gradually out of the frame. And I was like, dang it. So I kept trying to, like, scoot the frame over, but we left no space. So we couldn't see you in it. So I was like, dang it. But then I was like, man, maybe I could, like, try to finesse it a certain way. And I'm at Oregano's editing. Then my daughter knocked over red wine all over the computer and broke my laptop. So I had to go to Apple, and that was it. But I was able to get the audio up. I had to go pull out an old laptop and get the audio up. Don't shake your head at me. You know what's funny? And I'm going to bring that up, too. Since Charles is here and he owns a business, we're going to talk about customer service. Since he was so upset about how the workers are talking to you.
In a general sense.
Oh, what does that mean?
I mean, if you work in customer service, you should be professional.
Don't start
I'm wrong?
Right,
you're right.
Whoa. No. Okay, if I want to do it. George, you know what? Every episode we go through, I feel like every single week you got an issue with something. Last week we started the episode, you was talking about LeBron vaccine. This week,
No.
In text
you
message,
brought that up.
Yeah.
I brought it up 2 episodes ago.
No, it was the last episode before, and then we came back the next week.
You brought it up, and then I said, I don't want to talk about it, but
I posted it, and everybody lost their mind about what you said. This week, George said, since you own a small business in customer service, now, George sent a text message and was mad that you was at work.
In a general sense.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's just all places. I mean, Target for one. I don't even remember where I was.
He said that employees need to stop talking to people like they're the homies because Target and UPS ain't the streets.
Oh, UPS. Yeah, that's right. Fam, if you work at Target and I'm checking out on the self-checkout, don't come up to me and be like, yo, watch out right quick. That's not how you talk to customers when you work at Target.
He didn't.
Yes, that is.
That sounds angry.
No,
yo, watch out, son. Like, watch out real quick.
No,
he said, yo, man, watch out real quick.
All right. It doesn't matter how you say it. He said, watch out right quick. That's not how you talk to people when you work in customer service. At all. Leave the lingo at the house.
Lingo? What was the lingo?
Watch out right quick. Do you think people who work like in a bank or whatever, that's how they like, you go to the bank teller, they talk like that? I mean, that's street lingo.
Like, and what the dude say to you at UPS? He said, yo, my man, you good? That's what he said, right?
Something like that.
And you was heated. What was that?
Right.
What was the difference?
What do you mean, what was the difference?
Why do you think that was bad? That's because I said that's light.
I mean, who said it was bad? You shouldn't be anything except professional when you work in customer service. You should be like, if you say yo, whatever. But the language that you use should be professional language. Like, I guess I don't understand why you think like it's okay. I'm so blown away by the fact people think it's like cool that you could just talk like that when you work customer service. Like I've been to many trainings because I worked at grocery stores when I was younger. All kinds of different customer service. You just don't talk like that. Like, you would get in trouble if somebody complained.
What year was this? There's a difference.
The late 90s. What's the difference between the late 90s and now? Or mid 90s or whatever?
So you know what it is? I look at it as like they looked at you and saw somebody they thought was cooler or younger.
Yeah. Or they recognized you or from the podcast.
I doubt that.
But like, that's how I look at it. Like,
I don't think either time I had like clothes like this on. I had like work clothes on. Like a polo shirt or whatever.
Yeah, but you don't look old. I mean, you old, but you don't look old.
Fam.
I didn't see a big problem with it. I thought it was hilarious. I told somebody else that it was like, I look at that and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I feel like when I'm at work, I'll say, what up, y'all? What up, everybody? Like,
you know your employees and you don't serve exterior customers. That's the difference.
Yeah, with the public.
You don't.
yeah, but I would imagine you would say that.
If you know you got an external phone call coming in, you don't say like, "Yo, what's up, fam?" You don't say that when you answer the phone
call. That's different.
No, it's not. How's it different? Same thing. Customer service.
I don't know what you look like. Now in a sneaker shop.
Stop with this. You don't know. What
We're less informal. You know, we're not.
Yeah.
Professional.
And you said you gotta act like
a sneaker resale store is a little bit different than a Target in terms of like the culture of the business. That's when
I always feel like family when I go to
when you
Target.
have sneaker. Right. Yes, you know all the employees at your local neighborhood Target.
Target. I thought it was hilarious. I didn't think nothing was. But
if I get done checking out and you coming to clean the self checkout because of COVID or whatever, and you say, "Yo, look out right quick," nah, fam, that's not how you talk to people.
Right
like,
quick.
what are you talking about? I mean, that's like that's one-on-one. That's basics.
And what did you say? You dress how you work?
No.
Or the job how you wear or dress? You dress for the job you want?
Cliche is dress for the job you want. So, like, you want a good job, you got to wear a suit to the interview, right? I mean, you don't got to wear a suit to a Target interview, but you probably got to wear like a polo shirt or whatever.
See, I'd wear a tie and stuff. I wear a tie to McDonald's interview if I went to it.
Okay, well, there you go. The thing probably goes hand in hand. You're not going to go in there like, "Yo, what's up, fam? What's good?"
Not an interview.
What's the difference?
Interview, I'm very yes, sir. Possibly. Maybe. You know, anything you need, I'll get the answer for you.
And then Ricardo took it from that all the way to Shakespeare language, like
he said,
1645 in England. Yes.
Anyways.
Savile Row.
Appreciate everybody who likes, subscribes to the podcast. Like I said, we appreciate Charles coming through. We're going to talk legend. I think it's been, 2 years now?
A year and a half.
Year and a half, almost 2 years, because it was like December when it opened, right?
Mm-hmm.
December when it opened, so it was almost at a year and a half. Like I said, he was on episode 157. Appreciate everybody who likes, subscribes to this podcast. Appreciate everybody who sends listener suggestions. I know I haven't got to a lot of them. Some of them I really don't like. Someone did ask some pretty good ones, but I haven't really got to them. But thesneakthis.com, if you got a suggestion for a top 10 anything, we will be doing top 10 off-white sneakers to us. Charles actually brought 2 pairs for us. Let me see that real quick. Oh, what size is this?
13.
Is this the one you've had for a while?
I was going to say they look gigantic.
We've had it for a while.
Dang, God, I looked at the prices of these. Oh my God, I couldn't even believe
13 is right, 5,000 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was like 4 something. Well, I don't know what size it was, but I looked on Golden, it was like 4 something, and I was like, Lord have mercy.
These have actually gotten a little bit higher because I think they're a little bit more rare, so...
Yeah, that was only Europe, right?
Overseas exclusive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what are those at, like 6, 7?
56, 57.
Woo.
And that flip-flop, it used to be the other way around. The Chicago's used to be higher, and these were a little bit behind that. So during the COVID, we'll talk about that, like this COVID market, which is on steroids, things have just definitely switched up.
Really? Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely want to talk about that. George. Actually, no, we always let the guests go first. Charles, any new pickups? Anything?
Yeah, I finally got those acronym Air Forces. You remember those from back in 2015? The very first ones, they were the zip on the side, and they had like the red patent on the back. The Air Forces, acronym Air Forces. Yeah, he did acronym Air Forces first. And so I had my eye on them for a long time.
You able to find a pair?
I did actually got them on eBay, and it's taken like 5 weeks. It took me
like those ones. Them is dope. You talking about that, right?
It's that was the one that came out in 2017.
Okay.
The Air Force 100 that dropped at Compass Con.
Black zipper?
Yeah, there we go. Those dropped in 2015. Those
I always
ones.
love the zipper. Does the zipper zip all the way down?
It does.
Oh, that's tight.
It does.
I always wanted to zip it a good amount down and then put the jeans right in that opening. Right where don't do that, George. You got prepared for stuff like that. Them George was fire. What else you got?
I got the
These
neutral grays.
Pickups, right?
Yeah, personal pickups.
Okay.
Yeah, the neutral grays. I'm wearing them now. Right? Yeah, I got those.
They look good to me. You know, George, had an issue with them.
He didn't like them.
I think on foot. I mean, the 85s.
Oh, I just don't like the leather. I like the shoe, the look of the shoe. My favorite colors.
The 85s the black red ones. Damn, the leather was on that was just bad. But
they're tough.
We had talked about it, and I assume that the leather is the same that's on that one.
It's the same. It's very firm.
But then we had said, like, well, if it's supposed to be like the authentic OG of the 85, maybe that's how the leather was.
That's how they were. Yeah, that's how they were in 85.
Yeah, so it was
They're hard. It was not tumbled, shattered backboard leather back in 85.
Right. So then it was like, oh, maybe they wouldn't put what we consider like the best absolute leather on one of those right now. But they look good, though. I like them. Definitely waiting for the low top. Oh, I forgot. Anybody who listens to this podcast, George is a size 12. I'm a 9.5 in the Jordan 1 low neutral grays. All right? I'm throwing that out there every single episode. We probably already got a pair on lock, but I'm making sure the listeners know that. Hit us up if you got us for retail. What else you got?
That's it for me. I haven't copped anything else. I'm still waiting on those acronyms. It was a crazy story, man. We ordered them February 22nd on eBay because eBay is actually a viable market now because they're authenticating. Right. So they're making sure, stuff is legit. So we ordered them February 22nd. They didn't track. They disappeared for like 2 weeks from USPS, then showed up in Jersey like March 5th. And then it took like a backwards turn to LA, and then it went to New Mexico, and then it went to Colorado, then back to Jersey. So literally it's like the longest time I've ever waited for a pair of shoes, 5 weeks. It is being delivered this Thursday.
And see, you know what? We've had that issue a few times with sneakers, but I had sent the homie something he had bought for his wife. I sent it all the way to England, and it went to England, and then came back to New York, and then went from like New Jersey, then went to like Jamaica, Queens, and then posted up there for a minute, then went back to England. And I was like, what is going on with this stuff? I never ever had that issue. I think George used to have that issue a lot. Like stuff used to, I remember one time you had said like, oh, you would always send us screenshots. It happened
recently, like something was supposed to come. I don't know where I ordered it from. It was somewhere on maybe Pennsylvania, and then went to Florida, and then came here. I was like,
Now I've seen stuff that like just from California, like go to Nevada, then come here, then go back to California, and then come back here or something.
Yeah, that's something from that started in Las Vegas, went to New Mexico first, and then came to Phoenix. I was like, it would have been shorter just to go straight to Phoenix.
I remember one time, either you or me had something come to Phoenix and then go to Tucson and then come back to Phoenix. And I was like, what the heck is this?
Oh, yeah.
Was it like a hat or something?
Yeah, I've had that one happen too. I don't know what that was.
George, you got anything this week? Got nothing? Nothing at all.
Got nothing.
What, you been asleep or something?
I was out of town over the weekend, but no, I mean I'm buying sports cards, but not buying sneakers or hats.
Dang, look at you, retired.
Nah.
I got...
What came out? I mean, there hasn't been anything in like a week.
I guess it really hasn't. I didn't try for any of this. Like sneakers...
I lost on...
Now that daylight savings happened, I can't get out the bed for sneakers. So. Sneakers is what, 7 a.m. now?
Yeah.
That 8 o'clock was golden because I could always accidentally wake up at about 6:51, 6:52 to get on sneakers, take a look at it. That's 7 a.m. Nope, I'll be done. And by the time if I do wake up early for it, just to check what it is, I'm not in the mood to even go and look at it. So I did get early access to, what are these? Celery tuned Air Maxes. What? You don't like them? You like them?
They're cool. I've never seen them before. It's the first time I've seen
really?
them.
See, I had these when we was younger, when we was kids, when we was younger, like, what is it, 97? I don't know what year these came out. And I remember back then, I think, like, we just didn't have, like, these super high standards and, like, certain things. I think these look whack now. I couldn't wait. I really wanted them. I was buying them. So what happened was I had hit Rico. I feel bad because I didn't know that Rick wanted them. And I didn't know Rick wanted them. And I had said, like, damn, he was like, oh, man, could you ask if George would get? I don't know if he asked you. He said he was going to hit you up to see if you could try it for him.
I didn't get access, but yeah, if anybody wants them, let me know.
So, like, I hit the thread, like, oh, anybody want these? Because they gave me the early access for them. And I was like, it's a pretty decent shoe to get early access on. Typically, it's like a why not Westbrook or some nonsense. And so I asked Rico, and he was like, yeah, give me a size 10 or 11, whatever. So I went into it, and I got the access at like 9 o'clock, whatever they give access time. I looked into like 9:20, and it was all sold out. It was like maybe like a size 7 and maybe like a 15 left, something like that. So then I was like, oh, man, sorry, man, sold out. And then, it always says like 5 p.m. You have till 5 p.m., which is not true. And like I was like, it's like 4:55. I was like, let me go back in here just to see what's in here or whatever. And they had a 9, 9.5, 8.5, and like something else. I was like, I guess let me just go ahead and buy this for myself. So I got it, but I think it might be going back unless somebody else wants this for retail and pay shipping. I don't know, man. It needs something to break it up. And the Skepta had the 97s that supposedly had this celery. I'm not really. I don't know. These are alright, man. I ain't mad at them, but for the price, I ain't.
Yeah, that price tag is a little high. I can see it.
What was the price tag?
It was like 170 or something like that. Wow. It was high.
170 is too much for those, but I actually like them. I don't.
But I feel like, you know what I feel like with this colorway? You know, like the 98 Gundams. Like, no one really cares about any of the 98s except the Supremes and the Gundams. The snakeskin Supremes, the red, navy blue Supremes, and the Gundams. There's been multiple 98 colorways that come out, but I don't think people really check for them like that. We've had a few. I have a couple at the house. I don't care for them that much. Only the Gundam one is all right, and I don't really care for 98s. I feel like this is going to be, in this model, this one and maybe a white one that they have that I remember back in the day. Then the only two that's going to probably matter. So I got those, and then I did pre-order from the homie from Saya, somewhere in America, the Infernos or whatever. So I was waiting for those. So it's like a luxury runner. It's dope. I love it. So I definitely can't wait for that. You know, probably take a while or whatever, but
you got to make it.
Like?
Yeah. It's like a gray runner. Let me show you. It's I like it a lot. You know, it's one that he had been showing on his page for quite some time, and finally he put the pre-order up for it. It says it takes about 6 weeks, so it's like a chunky runner type thing. Super luxury materials and all that. And I will say it was quite the price tag.
Yeah, he makes some good stuff.
You don't need New Balances anymore. You just wear this.
I'm wearing that all summer, and I'm waiting on definitely on the third colorway in the Mosh model because I do feel like I gave the Mosh model a hard time, and that Mosh runner, he's coming out with the third colorway. I need to see what it is, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Other than that, I did. Oh, you know what I did? I made 2 lists this weekend. I made a list of like my future pickups because I said, I got my Wimbledons. Did I say that last week?
You sent a picture of it.
Oh, so I got my Wimbledons in. So far this year, I've been covering stuff that like we've talked about in the past, like grail. Like grails is the word I don't care for, but like things that we've talked about in this podcast a lot that we love, you know, and that like we keep buying all this new nonsense that we don't go back and buy the stuff that we can. Even when we have the opportunity to buy it, it's like, I saw Wimbledon's for a good price, and then I go and buy 3 other new nonsense or whatever. So I got Wimbledon's in, but I might buy a second pair of Wimbledon's as well because I found another pair in England that's a pretty darn good price. But I did make a list.
What do you need 2 pairs for?
Huh?
What do you need 2 pairs for?
I just do. I want 2 pairs. I got U.S. Opens and I got Wimbledon's. I made a list though of everything that I'm looking for this year.
Okay.
All right. I can't wait to share this with you guys.
Second pair of Wimbledon's?
No. This is my future pickup list. I need Australian Open AirTech Challenge 2s.
The first one.
That was the first one?
No, I mean the first one.
The first one, not the second one, not that green one. I need French Open AirTech Challenge 2s. We didn't like them when they first came out. They got the black denim on the side, and they got the red stripes on it. We didn't like those, but I need those. I need black cement 3s, all right, because my collection is mad disrespectful what I have in Jordan 3s in it. I got a Jordan 3 in my collection. It's the chlorophyll. I'm doing a chlorophyll in there. I've sold black cement 3s about 4 times and 88s about 4 times. I need Air BW camos. I need the camo version. It's a hyperfused version of it. I think it was the French pair. I need floorwork Vans. All right. This is this year, fam.
You need what?
Patchwork floor factory Vans. Whatever they're called.
You had those already.
I bought them twice and size counts on my order. So I ain't got them. So I got to do what I got to do. I need Homage Gel Light 3s. I need those.
No, you don't.
Oh, I need those.
You sold them already.
Did I sell those already?
I thought that's what you sold Simple.
Oh, no, I sold him 7-toe 2.0s with a special box.
I thought you had the other one, too.
No, I think I got him the other one, but I didn't sell him those ones. I need Volcano Gel Light 5s. Okay. I need those. You need those,
You don't need homages. Gel Light 5, sure.
Don't be a hater. And wild cards. I got 2 wild cards. I got roller derbies and Gibson Dunks.
Well, you're not going to find either one of those for less than $1,000. So
no, I did. I found them for pretty cheap. The issue with them is...
Where? Are they real?
I mean, $500 on GOAT. I mean, they used.
I mean, that's not pretty cheap.
But I'm prepared to pay $500 for Wimbledon's. So, like, paying $500 for a roller derby dunk, which I consider... I've always had in the top 10, top 5 dunks anytime we've ever talked about dunks. And Gibsons, I love Gibsons. The issue with roller derbies is that you got to pay a premium price for them to be actually red still, because a lot of them are out there missing, the color's off. and Gibsons. Gibsons are one of the hardest dunks you can find in good condition because that leather is like guitar strap leather. It's like get the scratch. You know that leather you scratch and you make the marks in it, and then the pink fur inside of it that's inside the Gibson case or whatever. They're typically ruined. So I found a pair. Now it was like $750, but that was DS. So I think I could find a pair somewhere. I'm gonna figure it out. But I need those. Name is wild cards though. So you gotta help me out with those. When you ain't looking, you gotta help me out. It's a super hater. I also made another list of animals that I feel like I could beat up as well. But somebody said that I couldn't.
You're the
fight
only one in the world who would have that list.
Somebody said I couldn't beat up an alligator if I wanted to. When I said that last podcast.
Depends how hungry the alligator is.
Now, if an alligator and I are squared up, I feel like I could win. And I mean, a win is staying alive. A shark, alligator, and bear. I feel like I
don't think one will kill you unless it drags you under the water and you drown, because they don't want to eat humans. So if surviving is winning, then yeah, I mean, I think you'd be all right.
What about a shark?
Oh, you would die.
Really?
It depends. Are you in like the middle of the ocean, or are you just surfing?
I'm not a strong swimmer like I used to be, but this is all speaking if I had.
What kind of shark are you fighting, and where are you?
I mean, it depends. I'll say Bermuda, and we'll get a great white. I don't know, what is it?
In the middle of the ocean,
some light.
You're gonna die.
I'd bite the shark first. I feel like no one's ever tried that first. I bite his fin like a Choco Taco. Like I just bite.
Every single shark on like Shark Week is like has bites taken out of them already. You think your bite's gonna matter?
Well, it is. Startle them. Something. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. George,
just don't go in that situation and you be all right.
Nah, I feel like people underestimate like humans in situations like that. I was watching something now. Going to take a sip from the watering hole, an alligator pull you down. You trash for that. I hate that. Have you seen them deers be taking a sip and then they get yanked under? I'd be like, man, that sucks. George, read that eBay ad real quick for us, real quick. So we could do releases and talk about legend.
From rare dead stock to the latest release, you can find the exact sneaker you're looking for on eBay. As the original sneaker marketplace, eBay is the place to go to cop the sneakers you've been eyeing. In partnership with eBay, Armchair Media will be raffling off 4 custom-made sneakers. Each purchase you make before March 31st through ebay.com/sneakers will enter you into a drawing for a one-of-one pair of Air Force One low tops. Just send a screenshot of your purchase to @ArmchairMedia on Twitter or Instagram. That's @ARMCHAIRMEDIA, Twitter or Instagram. Whether rare, dead stock, the latest release, find the exact shoe you're looking for on eBay. With eBay's authenticity guarantee, your sneakers are meticulously inspected by independent professional authenticators. A team of experienced sneaker authenticators verify the box, logo, stitching, and dozens of other inspection points. Each sneaker also receives an authenticity guarantee tag that includes a digital stamp of authenticity and is customized with the sneaker's details. Authenticity guarantee also protects the seller with a verified return process. It's free, FREE, to sell sneakers of $100 or more on eBay. And thanks to eBay's authenticity guarantee, verified returns make the whole transaction worry-free. With other sites taking as much as 25%, you're going to have a lot of extra money left for, Greg?
Sneakers.
More sneakers.
Yo, acronym Air Force One's about to come in the mail with all that.
Yes, sir.
Authenticity tag and everything.
eBay's legit. I mean, we've been selling on eBay now. We got the whole store on there since
really?
November. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
It's a good market now. It's actually better than StockX and Goat, and you get the full sale. Yeah, you get the full sale. No shenanigans. If you do have to, like you're saying, you send a shoe back, they can't say that you sent them a fake because eBay's authenticating it. So it's actually a pretty viable market. So making people reconsider again. Like I said, I bought my own personal pair from eBay, so it's actually been working out for me.
See, that was the whole thing with what had turned people off to eBay was, you would like send something and then they were like, oh, you sent me a fake, or they would dispute it and you would end up in this battle with PayPal. But even just the dialogue on eBay used to kill me, and it's amazing that still happens. Like, cats would be like, yo, I think Andy always sends us stuff when he sells vintage stuff. People be like, yo, man, like it's my birthday. Yep. Like, if you don't mind, could you
get them
sell
every
it?
day.
You get them all the time?
Oh, yeah, we got them last night. They want to give you an offer, and they want a lowball, or they want to take it off eBay and want to do just a straight PayPal invoice, which isn't safe. And so, yeah, eBay's got a ways to go as far as the marketplace of having a good community. But as far as selling and buying, it's a legit place that will give you what you need. and it's much quicker than StockX 9 times out of 10.
Oh, really? Let's see. They just started social media with eBay sneakers too, because I was like, they need a separate social media from the regular eBay one, but they just started that or whatever. Shout out to eBay. George, what comes out this week?
Foamposite 1 Gradient Soles.
No, thank you.
You not coming?
Yeah, all right. I just don't understand the direction with Foamposites. Like, I really feel like Foamposites are going to come back at some point, but all the pairs they keep dropping recently are
They're not good. Yeah, this wasn't a good colorway. Didn't it drop before, though, or was it postponed? Or
I thought it dropped before, like All-Star Weekend or somewhere. Something. Like, I thought it come out before. I think it used to be called All-Star, then they changed it to Gradient. I think it was supposed to come out All-Star, and then they canceled it, and now it's just Gradient Colors or something. It's all right. It's not whack, but come on, man. If you're going to try to redo foams, you got to come out with your Royals, your Coppers, your Golds, your Reds, your Suns colorways. You got to drop all those first. So.
There's a lot of collabs with smaller brands, but I know you don't care about that, so I'm just going to skip those. Yeezy 700 V3 Kyanite. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it.
I think so.
Something like that.
I feel like that's been coming out every week, too. Them joints is fire to me. I mean, I like them. I want the model. I just got to get my hands on one of those models. Do you got one?
The V3?
Yeah.
No.
I saw it in your store. You had it in your store, though, right?
We have a couple in the store.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like I saw when we was doing the show. Shout out to Devontae.
Jordan 1 Retro High OG Patina.
Oh, that's that brown one. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, it's not looking good.
See, it looks like that. It just reminds me of that one. Remember Simple had like an antique?
Yep.
Remember that brown one, whatever it was called? It just kind of reminds me of that.
Copper lamps?
I don't think they suck, but they all right.
They suck.
I don't understand the mint laces. I was like, ew.
What, this one has a second pair of laces?
Yeah, 2 pair of laces and one is mint.
Oh.
It's all right. Khaled posted a video of it.
This thing real quick. Yeah, all it says is contrasting pop of mint green. Yeah, okay. Swarovski Women's 97 Polar Blue Air Max 97. That is.
I like all of those. I mean, they've only made them for women, but
right.
I think them joints are super fire. And that colorway is like the OG colorway. When I was in sophomore high school, the red one came out, the original OG with the red swoosh, and then the women's was the purple swoosh. And I remember all the Filipino cats, they had super small feet, so they got to buy the purple swoosh ones. And I was like, dang, them joints is fire. But making it hyperfuse and putting Swarovski crystals on it, I mean, I don't know if they sell for pretty high, but them joints retail $400. So
yep.
This says $1,500, but I don't know if that could change after release. So. All the other ones sell for a lot, though.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
They've had the gold and like another what's this, regular silver ones or something? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they all sell for a lot. Air Jordan 12 Arctic Pink women's shoe, I think, or it could be the GS.
I've seen it. I know what you're talking about.
No thoughts on that one?
It's a kid shoe. I mean, it's Arctic Pink. I can't do nothing with it.
Yeezy Foam Runner, 2 colorways coming out.
What is that? Oh, the
shoe that you refuse to call a suck shoe.
I didn't.
You refuse to say it sucks.
You call it suck because you view like wearing it outside the. I would never wear that. I mean, the grocery store, get a loaf of bread. You can get. I wouldn't put a fit together with.
You can get a $20 shoe to do that though.
I mean, you could get any shoe to do anything. I'm just saying, like that shoe is only what. $80, $60?
I think it's more than that.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of the sandal. How much is that shoe retail? Have you seen any of those, Charles?
We've never got one in the store.
I don't know what
they
retail.
sell quick, though. People like them.
Yeah, I feel like those was only like $80 or $90. I could be wrong, but...
I'm not sure, but resale for $500 is insane.
Them joints are insane. Now, like I said, I wear them around the house... I go to the mailbox.
You can get a $20.
Go to the grocery store. You can get anything for that. Flip flops, anything for that.
Okay, so
I'm just saying,
is a $20 shoe?
I wouldn't buy that for that because I feel like it'd be mad irresponsible to buy a shoe that's like under $100 and it's selling for $500 and walk around the house in it. Like that's ridiculous to me.
Well, isn't that kind of the point? Like, well, are we asking you?
Look, I'm just saying, I would never. Those colorways are whack too, by the way.
Yes, they are.
I like to try it on and. You can get it for retail, why not, right?
You keep it?
Yeah, why not? For retail. Okay. Just run around the house, go to Fry's with it.
Yeah, I mean, I see purpose for it,
Not I.
But putting together a fit, I don't know about all that.
I wonder if they're comfortable.
Supposedly they're super comfortable, but I mean, I don't see how they could be uncomfortable. It's just a foam shoe.
I mean, every shoe this day is a slip-on shoe, so...
And we haven't confirmed that that's runner, right? I think we just made that up.
No, it says runner
Oh,
on
it
here.
does? Oh, okay.
I mean, I have no idea what RNNR means, but I don't know what else it would be if it's not Yeezy Runner.
Run to the grocery store. What else you got, B?
They suck. Air Max 90 Bacon.
Fire.
Super fire.
Y'all, I don't get it. I will never understand why people like bacon.
Manor's got some release coming, right? They're dropping at Manor.
Yeah.
You're just mad that they're named after a food, but you don't actually hate the shoe, I don't think.
Oh, I don't care for the shoe. I've never liked bacons from the OG versions of them or anything. I just didn't understand.
Yeah, but I don't think you hate it. I think you just don't like the
I've
fact
seen
that
a
it's
couple
named after
pictures.
a food.
No, I could care less
dead
about it's called
serious.
being bacon. But I mean, the fact that it's what's it called, Dan Quality Meats. Like, okay, I get it then.
Dave's quality meat.
Dave, whoever. See, I don't even know anything about it. I just see the DQM. I don't think the shoe is that. Every single person I know, they're waiting for it. They're dying for it. They hit me up, yo, can you do the raffle for me today?
Yeah.
I did the raffle for Blanc. Oh, no, Blanc is one day. I did it for Rico today on Undefeated. I did it for, Blanc was going to do it for Manor for him if they do a raffle. So I'm going to do it for him at Manor. But the shoe to itself, I've seen people wear it, and I thought, like, oh, it's all right. Like, it ain't too bad. That red, I like that red. That red is very bright and good. But the browns and stuff like that, Air Max 90 is a whack to me. I just, OG, God, I just can't do it.
Air Max Pre-Day Liquid Lime. I don't understand what Air Max Pre-Day means, but apparently they named them after it.
That comes out tomorrow, I think, or maybe the day before Air Max Day.
This says Air Max Day, but it doesn't matter. They suck. So.
It's a brand new model.
Oh, no,
you seen it?
Yeah, I saw it.
I mean,
not bad.
It's one of those. It's $150. Like if it was like $67, all right. It looks like a Cortez with an air bubble in the back. I don't think it sucks.
They suck.
You just can't release shoes like that, a brand new model like that in neon colors. You got to do like a navy blue, something.
Or
pretty
you can
basic.
just make good models. I mean,
It's not a bad model.
It sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. This says Air Max 1 Evolution of Icons. I haven't even seen these anywhere, so this
tight.
might be a
Those are fire.
Europe thing.
Them is
Those
super
are fire.
tight. It's
You calling Air Max 1 super fire is, I mean,
Air Max 1?
blowing.
That
You
may
said
be the
you were
best
over them
release.
like 2 months ago or something.
Oh, no, that was when Air Max 1s were dropping like every day. And I said, you probably got at least what? Get 10? 10 yourself? I got about 10, 12 pairs of Air Max 1s myself. That's what I was saying, like, ain't we kind of over these by now? Like, you might have 20 pairs. I got like, yeah, look at you. You got probably about 20 pairs of Air Max 1s. I got about 10, all right? So, like, Air Max 1s are clearly super fire, but it's like, all right. Like, let's not act like there's no other Air Max 1s that exist on Earth.
This is
all right?
nice, though. This is super
Yeah,
nice.
that one is tight. You seen that? That joint is fire.
That's the picture I'm looking at.
I seen them.
I've never seen it until just right now.
Well, I assumed it was going to be the Air Max Day drop, but
It says it comes out on 26, so it could
okay. So then, do Air Max Day include Europe? Like they hit the same thing? I don't
I
know.
think it's all of Nike.
Oh, people are really geeked about Air Max Day. I didn't think nothing of it. Rick asked me what I was wearing for it. I said probably.
It's Adidas.
I said probably a July 3. I said I have no idea, man. I didn't even think about it.
Last year, Air Max Day, I think, is I took a picture of that dunk and posted on Instagram and on Twitter, and everybody. That's when that joint got like 100 likes.
What came out last Air Max Day?
I don't know, 'cause
dunk.
COVID, man, they didn't drop much.
Oh, that's right. COVID hit that. pretty much
Syracuse
that
dunks,
block.
I think, is that's when we got
Remember
them.
they did the London, man. I got the London. You remember that? They did the
yeah.
Amsterdam,
Amsterdam
and
and
then
London.
they did the London, man. I had to cop that shoe, and I finally unDS'd it actually a couple months ago. I love that shoe. So I think those were some of the releases, but nothing else, right? Like everything
Maybe.
else was kind of
I don't
COVID.
think so.
and-
Man, that was a long time ago.
Those being $500-600 resale is nuts to me. I like the Amsterdam shoe, but when I saw what people were paying for it, I said, "You gotta be."
See, I could understand the Amsterdam being that because just the color blocking, people just kind of do weird things and stuff like that. But the
There's plenty
London
of
one
Air
is
Max
white and
ones.
navy blue.
Yeah.
Like
No,
it's
gray.
dope.
It's gray, light gray.
Okay, white, navy blue, and light gray. It's dope, but itself.
There's plenty of
hot.
Air Max ones that have color blocking similar to that Amsterdam one that don't flip for anything. I mean,
I think the
I
quality.
gotta
of
see if they were numbered
They're
or
nice
something.
quality.
they're really nice quality wise.
Air Jordan 5 Stealth, White Stealth, or Stealth 2.0.
It's a Jordan 5. I like it. I mean, it's fine, but Jordan 5s, man, if it's not off-white Jordan 5 black, I can't do nothing for it, fam. I can't move for it. That Jordan is $190 too. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Air Max 1 CLOT.
Oh, the one I got? I might cop 2. No, I'm joking.
All right.
If anybody else needs help with it, I'm helping them out.
You got the OG or you got the
I
new
got
one?
I did the one, the raffle in Hong Kong from the
nice.
juice store or whatever. So I got.
You wore them yet?
I wore them. I did. I wore them, and they cool.
Look at you. You already. They suck already.
No, they don't. Oh no, they enjoyed this fire, but I was surprised at how steamy the toe box got. Like, people always said that, and I just assumed, like, I'm joking. It was legit steamed up. Like, the toe box was cloudy. Like, if I could write inside of it. That's how cloudy that joint was. And I was like, man.
You gotta block people's toes.
But them joints is tight. You like them?
I like them.
You trying to cop?
Yeah, I'll try.
Oh, for yourself?
For sure, for personal,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I only cop for personal, man.
Oh.
Which I never can do. You never can hit.
You don't buy for the store?
You can't get anything, personal or the store. It's just crazy nowadays.
I was going to ask you that. Okay.
CLOT, Air Max 1, whatever the other one is, CHA, whatever.
Oh, that comes out
That's what this is.
this week? Oh.
I think they did the raffle.
I had that down to talk about, but I mean, shoot.
I think they did the raffle on the same website you won.
Have you seen it?
No.
It's like a brown one. It's like a, not 2.0, but it's a new colorway.
It sucks. Just like the first one.
I mean, do you like that colorway better?
They both suck.
Yeah, I like the first one better. I mean, look, I'm not a big...
I don't mind brown shoes, but I don't understand doing like brown laces with a brown shoe. You should do a different color lace.
Yeah, that was the
like,
thing. I said I didn't like the laces on those. It does come with a blue pair of laces, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it should.
And
like what?
The brown, I'm cool with it because it's suede. I don't like brown leather sneakers, but brown suede, them joints is okay. They're all right.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I mean, it has a clear toe box, which is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But
Oh, no, man. I just kind of feel like they should have just came out with that one versus retroing the OG one. Like, I don't know. I think I'd rather you do something different than come out with the OG. I know it gives a lot of us the opportunity to buy the OG one, but...
It's not exactly the same, though, is it?
It's
the OG? Some minor differences?
There's some minor differences here and there. Like, I don't know. I've never seen the OG one in hand. I did some reading on it. Like, I had never read up on it, but the clear toe box is because they wanted to make it like a sandal. So, like, you're supposed to technically, they wanted you to wear it barefoot, and that's why the insole is all leather. Like, inside of it's all leather because they didn't want to make it material because if you wear it barefoot, it soak up the sweat. But, so, I mean, yeah, I ain't mad at them. I don't know how often I'm going to wear them. I definitely got to buy some better socks, so...
This says these come out March 29th, which is before we record again. So I'm just gonna bring them up, but this date could be wrong. But medium curry, dunk low premium, and
I definitely need that one.
College Navy women's dunk low.
The only issue with the college Navy ones is that it's the lining is silver, like silver satin or something, like a. I thought it was white. Like, I feel like, is there an OG version of that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The inside of it is like silver.
If I don't get the curries, though, I'm fighting somebody.
I do want those curries. Are curries women's too, or are they men's?
No, men's.
Do you know if Manor's getting them?
I would assume since they got all the dunks, but
okay,
they get every dunk.
I gotta go do the raffle for that one. Like, I need that one. That one is a keeper. Any dunk with the white toe box and the tongue white all the way up, I gotta have those. I love that. The new joints is super fire to me.
And the suede is nice. So
yeah, those are fire.
I'm definitely copping those.
That's it for releases, as far as I can tell.
Kai. Well, you know, I really don't want to talk about Kai too much. I don't know if you saw. Kai makes the Jordan 1s that look like they got the lightning on the side instead of the swoop.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it too much, only just because it came out today. But people was like, "Yo, you guys got to talk about it today." But so some,
of course, they said that.
So some blog or hip hop blog or something like that had put a thing up that said he's being sued by Nike and Jordan for making those. Now, look, he said it's fake news or whatever. He had posted that fake news, yada, 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 and then he took down the post. And then the homie, shout out to the homie, the sneaker law firm who came on the podcast. He went to go look for the actual paperwork, the law firm paperwork and all that stuff. He said he couldn't find it anywhere. So that's why I was like, I don't want to talk about it too much because it might not be true. It might be true. But he had that gigantic pop-up this weekend in Miami. Like, he does pop-ups, in cities. And it looked nuts. I mean, it looked absolutely nuts out there. Like, the line was wrapped, all right? And look, me and him have had our back and forth about him or whatever. I mean, look, it's a Jordan 1 look-alike, all right? I know why people like them. I know why I like them. I like them. I never buy them, but they look like Jordan 1s. Like, I like them. So I'm surprised you haven't bought any of the ones. I mean, it's come out with Lowe's, and all the ones you said they came out with Lowe's, you copied.
I said that prior to Card Mania, but yeah.
Card Mania. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's a card shark now. You really deep into it.
You right.
You might want to get out while you can. Like, no joke. You might want to be like, you know what? I had a little fun. Let me chill for a minute. At least pick it back up in the summer. Pick it back up later.
It's not how it works.
Legend. Let's talk Legend. So almost 2 years, right?
Yes, sir.
Moved to the new spot.
Yep.
Is that good or bad?
It's been good.
Oh, okay.
It's been good. Business has been good. And, the goal was just to be in the middle of all of our customers, We were finding that a lot of our customers were coming from other places besides the West Side.
Right.
And it just made it much more difficult. The challenge was, I think you and I had talked personally when you came to the store last year, but it was a challenge of getting inventory in. We weren't getting stuff in anymore. Like, we were still selling, but we weren't getting the trade community that we would have liked.
Right.
Like, people selling to us and people trading with us. And so now we get so much more inventory, so much more foot traffic, people bringing in all kinds of different things. So we're in the center of everybody. So it's just been a good move.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna ask you. I was like, man, like, you had been at that location for about a year, right? Almost a year, something like that.
Yeah, we've been over a year. When we moved, we've been there, I think, 12, 13 months.
And pandemic-wise, so you guys were still in the old spot pretty much during, like, the worst of the pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And y'all survived. Like, I'll tell you, the first person I thought of when all this stuff happened, I thought of you. One, because I was like, dang, he went from... You were the vice principal, right?
Yes, sir.
He went from being a vice principal to then a small business owner, and I was like, man, both of those were like hit hard. Like, schools, were shut down, and then small businesses took a hit, and then like it was such a weird market for sneakers because during that time I was still copping. Like, I was copping everything, hats, sneakers, everything, and I was like, man, I wonder what these shops doing, but it seemed like everybody was doing all right.
Oh yeah, I think business was super good. I think even during that March, we were on pace to have our best month ever as a business. Like, I think the Travis Dunks had just dropped, and, those were selling well, flying off the shelves in our store. We had like 5 or 6 pairs we sold in a couple weeks, and things were doing super good. And then COVID hit, and, we shut down. Actually, we shut down a week before Ducey said that we had to. So we just felt it was the right thing to do. It was pretty scary at that time. We didn't know what to expect, and just being kind of on the front line of running a business and dealing with the public, it's just scary. So he said, okay, we've done well for March, so we shut down early. And I think a couple of the other shops shut down too, even though they didn't have to. So it was scary. It was like, okay, what are we going to do now? We have no income. Well, fortunately for us, we had the website.
All right.
So we continue to sell online. It was a godsend, and just being able to have that background of having the website up and people used to it and buying. We had people buying Off-White 5s in Seattle, and we were shipping out to people in Albuquerque, all over. So the website definitely helped us to be able to stay alive and stay afloat. And we were actually profitable until we were able to actually open up again after the whole shelter at home ended.
I was like, man, I always see, like, we always get hit up by, like, a lot of people, like, resale shops and stuff like that, and people that sell, like, another, they're like, oh, promote us, we'll pay you, like, how much you charge to promote us. And I always have a hard time because I'm like, I don't know y'all, you know what I mean? Like, I would hate to promote something where it's a scam, or, like, they're taking advantage of people, or they're selling fakes, or
it'll be, like, pound for pound.
Yeah, always something. I'm like, I'm not going to be that guy. Especially because I'm going to tell you something. When you promote stuff, they hit you up first when it goes wrong. They try to hit the company up like, yo, where my shoes at? And then they hit I'm like, yo, fam, do you know anybody who works there? Because you asked where my order is. I'm like, fam, I know nothing about them or whatever. But I will tell you that, like, you know, when it comes to Arizona, I feel like during this block of time in the last few years, shops have been popping up left and right. I'm talking like we always in our text thread, Andy was saying like, dude, another one and another one. And I'm like, dude, how is the competition? I don't know if you can call it competition because you may not view it as a competition, but like I feel like Arizona's market has always been so small, and us coming up in it, there'd be like 1 or 2 resale shops, if that. You know, like whatever. Now I feel like they're everywhere. Like,
there's like
everywhere.
10. There's 12.
You don't worry about that. It's not an issue.
Well, it's kind of like a renaissance, you could say, right? And I think it's showing that the AZ sneaker market is kind of evolving and growing and is almost going to be comparable with what you would see in Chicago, right? Or you'd see in LA. Because you think about it, Phoenix is what, the 5th largest city in the United States? You know, we're ahead of Philadelphia, right behind Houston. So we have the population and the numbers to support that type of sneaker market. And I think that you're seeing this renaissance of the sense of everyone is trying to get into it, it just brings more variety to everybody. And competition is good. It brings prices down, makes it good for the customer. You know, you have to differentiate yourself as best you can as a business owner. You get in your own lane. It's just like pizza spots, right? There's pizza spots on every corner, and there's wing spots, and you know, you don't just have to have one wing spot. So sneakers, I think, is kind of the same thing in a sense.
Yeah, but like I feel like with sneakers, so like you'll see places open up and they clearly have a plug. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, some that like they got to put in work to try to get in 1 or 2 pairs, you know, this spot. And then you see another store and they got a full size run of mochas or anything like that, you know. That's where I worry about the competition. Not like you said, like pizza and wings. Yeah, I got to make my pizza. Like I don't got to fight the market to get pizza crust, you know what I mean? I got to make my sauce. I can make my own stuff. That don't worry you? That's what worries me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm like, I look online, I'm like, okay, this resale shop got 15 pairs of Mocha Ones. You know what I mean? Like, what about the other cat? Does he got a plug too? Like, does that hurt him? Because it's like, he's now the Mocha One spot. You know what I mean? He gets the same thing. You don't worry about that?
You don't, because, well, let's just backtrack a little bit. So I think post-COVID, we've seen like the sneaker market is on steroids. Like, it definitely changed. Where other industries were hurt by COVID, like the restaurant industry, you see sneakers just went through the roof. Like you said, you kept buying, and I think people were buying. And I think what we saw as well is that people were trying to flip sneakers because either they lost their job or they were trying to find a new revenue stream, so they were selling sneakers. That's why it's so hard. It's not just Ann Haber and her kid, right, bodying and all that. It's everyone trying to flip sneakers now. And you may have people that are not even really into sneakers or didn't have a passion for sneakers, but they're flipping sneakers. So I think you're seeing everyone get into sneakers, and I think that's why you're seeing everyone, all these shops, get into selling sneakers. But yeah, you're right. It's a challenge of getting inventory, because one thing, we don't have a plug. We don't bot. You know, we're not knocking on Manor's back door. We're like, hey, you know, Laura, give me 10 of those dunks. You know, those curries. You know, let's hook it up. We don't. We keep it organic. Like, if people bring stuff in, that's what we have. You know, we wait, and we actually get a better price that way too, because we tried a few times to buy in bulk, and it just didn't work out for us. We would buy Yeezys. We did that last year. We bought like a full size run of Yeezys, but you're not getting bulk Costco prices when you're buying those Yeezys.
Right.
That plug is still charging you like $290, $300 a pair. And so it just didn't work out. And then you would see a cat come in like 3 days later with a size 10, and he's like, I just want what I paid for it. I want $240. Just give me that. So we learned just to be patient. It's really like the sneaker game is what I'm learning, is that you just have your own lane and you try to carve out your own niche of what you're trying to offer, and just being patient, because really it's we've seen a lot of shops, right, come and go. We've talked about this, right? We've talked about, you know, this shop or that shop in AZ that they were here for 2 months, 3 months, or a year, and they're gone. So it's really it's about being part of that marathon and not that sprint, and just being patient And we've been able to learn to be profitable by, maintaining a budget and building relationships with customers and having customer service and trying to get some exclusive stuff that maybe some of the other shops have, because, you can't buy certain shoes like this in bulk. So you may be able to go and see, this shop may have a full-size run of mochas, but, like I think people come to our shop because they're going to see different shoes
that back
and variety.
wall has the good stuff on it.
Oh yeah,
I haven't been to the new shop yet, but you have the same setup with the wall behind the register.
We it's a little bit smaller. We built it into the cash register, so we built a custom register because the whole thing that we built was custom. It wouldn't fit. We couldn't actually take that out, so we had to work with a new contractor and we built it into the actual register. So when you come in, you're going to see stuff like, we just got a pair of Oregon 6s. I was
going to ask you that. How you get those? How did you come across them Oregon 6s like that? These is kind of crazy. These did not make my top 10 off-white list, by the way. No Jordan 1 model did.
Not even these, huh?
No.
Okay.
But I will say, holding these in hand right now, they look better holding them when I see people wearing them. When I see people wearing them, like if they not an athlete walking down the tunnel to the game, they look wild to me. But this is actually pretty nice in hand. I never knew this, the outsole was like off-white like that, like taupe or whatever color this is. Like, these is kind of tight. And you've had these in the store for a while too. I've seen these in there, I think.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
When we opened, we've had them. We've had them since we've been there. So.
What size are you?
13.
You don't be tempted?
Nah. Self-control.
How'd you get them? See, that's what happens though with a lot of the other stores that have happened, not just in Arizona, but Papa, they can't contain themselves from their own stuff, and they start to focus on themselves rocking all the fire stuff. I told you that. That's what happened with Pound for Pound to me. Them cats was getting too busy with themselves and stuff, too focused on trying to get their own stuff, and started screwing around and started ripping people off. But Oregons, you said you got from where? Or how'd you get the 6s?
So we have a contact. Sometimes, again, it's about, sneakers is about being at the right place in the right time in relationships. It's not, someone just shows up and we have a customer who I'm not going to name. I don't want to get him fired. But we have a customer who works for someone who has connections to the University of Oregon, a big donor. And they sent out this pair to this donor, size 12, George, by the way, sent out this pair, and the guy didn't know what he had. He just saw a pair of Jordan 6s. He didn't think it was any different. It was like a pair of Jordans, and they knew this particular person was in the sneakers who worked for this big donor. Said, hey, you want them? And he said, sure. And I think then he did a couple like StockX searches, and he saw what he had, because they are pretty limited. And he reached out to us. He had been a customer and was a pretty good customer for a while, and told me if I wanted them. And I was begging him immediately. I was like, I'll come to your house right now and get them. He's like, well, I don't have them yet. I don't even know if they're going to let me get them. So I was like wishing for like 5 or 6 days. Finally he hits me up on a Wednesday and is like, okay, I got them. And I literally drove to this cat's house. I never do that, right? Like I always do business in store. So we worked out the deal, the logistics, and we authenticated them. And, it actually is kind of cool. They come with a Oregon actual envelope with Oregon letterhead and address on it. And it has a letter from Casey Martin. I don't know if you guys remember him. Casey Martin was a PGA golfer who was on the same team that Tiger Woods was on in Stanford. So now he's the head coach of University of Oregon Golf. So he actually hand wrote this note to this donor. And so we have that. It comes with the envelope. It comes with the actual card that's addressed to this particular donor. And then it also comes with a card from Tinker that shows that, it says like, if you have these, you're either a player or a member of the program or a donor to the program, and it says Stealth Oregon Duck. So that's just knowing someone and just having that connection, because literally, like, we've looked at it, there's not a single pair on Go or StockX. There are a couple used pairs on eBay in like 11 and a half, but the only ones that we have, the only actual one you see on StockX is the one we have listed. So it's that rare. There's literally like one out there, period. No Flight Club, no Stadium Goods anywhere.
Have they been So no pairs have even been sold on StockX or anything?
They have at some point. Yeah. Well,
okay.
like as of this moment, there's no other pairs available. So back to your question, like how do you kind of compete? Like we want, when I open up a sneaker store, and you guys probably remember the first time going to Fairfax, you went into Fight Club. We didn't go to Fairfax to go look for Finish Line, right? We were looking to see, like, I remember 2010, 2011 seeing Yeezy 1s for the first time.
Right.
And I was like, oh, wow. And just seeing that whole Fairfax environment, like seeing sneakers that we definitely would not have seen in AZ at the time. We didn't even have pound for pound then.
Right.
So, that was like, wow, I want to have stuff that you just can't see at other places. And so I think that, that's going to be our role. We want to have some like true sneaker gems, borderline grails. And, we also are going to cater to a different, more mature, professional sneakerhead. Because a lot of our clientele now is like cats like, with degrees and jobs working for in government, like you, Greg, but it's just like we have a different clientele and lane, and I think there's every store has their own lane. So, but also it's also about being smart and making sure that you're, as a businessman, making smart decisions, budgeting, being careful, because we've talked about, right, the pound for pound issues, right, that all can go away if you're not watching what you're doing. So, but I think there's enough for everybody. I think that there's a lane for everybody, and I think our lane is our lane, and we do what we do, and we're our own individual, entity.
So are they on consignment then? Is that what they... Or did he sell the organs to you?
Yeah, we bought them.
Oh, you bought them?
Yeah, we bought them. Yeah, we don't even do much consignment anymore. Most of our inventory, we just buy ourselves now. You
authenticated them like at the store, or like you sent them?
In the store, looked at the information. Actually what we use a lot too, man, is that Check app. It's helped us out with buying a lot of things. I don't know if you guys have used it much before, that app.
I don't know what that is.
So it's an app. They're affiliated with Band LA. I don't know if you guys heard of Band LA.
Yeah.
Well, they just opened up a store right in Melrose. So Check is like a part of Band LA. And they actually beta tested it with some customers that we know, and they send in shoes. So basically what you do is you download the app. It's on Android. It's on iPhone. They have certain pictures you have to turn in. Like you have to turn in like the insole, the stitching, you got to send like the box label. So you send on all these pictures, and they use algorithms, and it's actually double algorithms check to make sure that you have an authentic item. And so we've done that. Actually, we've bought some pretty pricey items in the past. We bought some Fragment 1s back last summer, and we actually sold them on GOAT, and they passed. So we've never had a shoe that we've bought that hasn't passed.
Okay.
So we used that, and they automatically authenticated them and said they were legit. So we use that as an extra layer. Like, we're checking it ourselves. We're going through all the information. Like, I'm looking up, who's Casey Martin? Is he really the head coach at University of Oregon Golf? So you're looking at all those different factors, and we use the app as well to make sure, because when you're buying a shoe like that, it was probably one of the biggest investments we've had as a store.
Okay.
Yeah, he had to retire early because he had degenerative hip or something like that.
Yeah.
And he played at Stanford? I feel like I know the name, but
he played on the tour for like 2 years, and then he had the hip problem. He was the one that he petitioned the PGA for a cart, and professional golfers aren't allowed to use
I remember they
cart.
were like, some people were upset. That's like part of the sport. Yep. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that he would have an unfair advantage.
I knew it. See, I was like, man,
so I remember that part now that you bring it up.
That's right. Oh,
everyone was complaining about it because you can't have a cart. That's not fair, right?
Yeah, I remember they was like, nah, part of it is walking, and that's part of the whole experience of it.
Yeah, it was either knee or hip or something, degenerative disease.
So do you like? I saw what it's priced to. I mean, it's priced probably right. Like, I don't know if like what they go for. I mean, I just anything organ wise, you just automatically thousands. Like that's just what they are. Those Oregon 6s, I've seen maybe once, like online. Like I never see much about them or whatever. Like, you don't ever get worried about being stuck with something like that.
We take that stuff home now, and but you're talking about people stealing it or just being stuck, like we can never.
I
move
mean,
it?
like never move it or something like that. Yeah. No.
No, I think here's the deal. Like, those things are great investments, and I think like even George is talking about it, right? With like baseball cards. Is that what you're talking about? Sports cards?
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, I mean, like the majority of what I have is baseball, but I mean, everything, baseball, football,
but
basketball.
yeah, so and I'm sure like you find like certain cards that they're pricey and they're going to be a harder move. But the thing is, you get so much more profit off of that. Like, you know, I could buy like a Supreme Dunk and try to go for a 20-30% margin. But these shoes, you literally, since you're setting the market, like there's no other Oregon 6 that I know of out there. You can literally double, triple your money on that. It's a great investment, and you know that you're going to have to sit on it. And, you know, there are places like, you know, once we get going back to sneaker cons, you can move that stuff there.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, and it's a, you know, size 12. Langston Galloway from the Suns is a size 12. Right. You know, you're getting into athlete territory, and but it's a good investment in the sense that you're just patient. And it was like that with the Red October. Yeah, we still have the Red October, but I'm okay with sitting on it because, you know, it's gone up. It's like tripled in value from what we paid, and we just bought it like 2 years ago. So those shoes, yeah, they're more expensive. They're harder to sell, but they just keep going up. It's literally just the rate of return at some point. You know, you're going to get what you need, and you're going to be able to triple your money. And also, it's just a good draw for your store to have that type of rare item.
What's our Red October going for right now? Like 6,000?
Double that.
Oh, the what? They're going higher than that?
Yeah, on most sizes, you know, 10, 11, 12. Yeah.
God, I haven't paid much attention to like any of the Yeezy 1s or 2s. I just figured like a lot of the Yeezy 1s are probably like rare, like you just don't.
They're in about 3,000 range for Yeezy ones.
Yeah, like I had seen a lot of, I mean, I guess you could say beat, like they were pretty beat pairs, and they were still way more than I would have expected a beat pair to be. But I figured like, well, you know what? If they're selling a beat pair for like 1,000, then it just ain't nothing out there. Like if you could ask for 1,000 for a beat pair, there must not be a lot of DS ones out there on the market.
They're not, and it's same with the Yeezy 2s. The Yeezy 2s, like it kind of goes like the platinums are the least valuable, then solars are next, and then the reds are like, it depends. I've seen them go to 12 to 15. Like the reds by far are the most valuable Yeezy of the Yeezy 1s and Yeezy 2s. So yeah, it's hard to move. We've got offers on them. We've had lowball offers, and you know, but it's okay. It's one of those shoes, we kind of call it riding the wave. They just go up, and it's okay with sitting on it. At some point, you're gonna have one of the last few dead stock pairs out there. You know, and you someone is going to want it, and you just and at the same time, you know, it just looks good in the store. We don't have a problem with it, you know, sitting on it. If it was a bad investment, like you knew it was going to go down, but these just go up. Like literally, like it's tripled in value what we paid for it, and we just literally got it this month 2 years ago. And so those things are, you know, you get way more return on your investment than even like buying some Jordan 1s or whatever. So
you still have some of those Union 1s?
No, those are all gone. I wish we would have held on to the Union 1s. Those all doubled and tripled in price and all that.
That's why when I was like, when we were talking about doing the Off-Whites, and I was looking at Off-Whites on Go, and I was just looking at it, I was surprised at how low some of them were, if low is the right word. Like, I mean, 400, 500. And like the ones, obviously the original 10 are high. Like that one basketball one you got, I couldn't believe how much that is right now. And that one was probably considered the wackest one.
The Hyper Dunk?
Yeah, the Hyper Dunk out of the OG 10. That was probably considered the wackest one. It was 900 now. And I was like...
It's been like that for a while though.
Yeah, but even so, it's like... It isn't like it's... because I thought like you had posted a picture today of the Air Max 90 OG, the 10. That one was kind of... like in the medium range of price. It was never super duper high and never super duper low. But that basketball one was like, but it's an Air Max 90. Like you can wear it. So like the price is going up on all the ones that were like considered the lower end. Like the Air Max 90 being 500 back then. Now it's like 1,000 or whatever. Okay, I can see that being it. But the basketball one never made any sense to me because it's still a basketball shoe. And it isn't like it's a high top. It was Raymon Green's model at the time, technically. So it was like a high top ankle basketball shoe. It ain't just anything, but I was like, that's crazy how high them joints go for. You ain't never thought about, well, you know what I was gonna ask you too, because I remember last time you came here, you said that you wouldn't, at least maybe not at the time, get into selling Supreme and clothes like that. You definitely sell it now. Has that been doing all right?
We got into it. You know what we found? Like sometimes it's just good to have items that are a lower price point, you know, that are good for customers when they come in. It's a little bit cheaper and you want to have options for them. And So we started to do that, but the wave now is all vintage. So we've actually kind of like, for a while there, they were selling really good, like Antisocial, Babe, Supreme, Vlone, and people now are just into vintage. That's the wave, and so that stuff doesn't sell as well. So actually, we've been kind of phasing that out. And we haven't been purchasing any new Supreme or any of that. We have a few items left, but not a whole lot. So, but it was always just kind of like a side thing. Someone bring it in and they'd offer it and we would take it, but it was never like the main priority. Shoes was always the main focus.
I mean, with Supreme, I feel like, I don't want to say I think it's died, but it's it's pretty dead. Like,
it is.
You can go on the Supreme app right this second. Like, I remember when you couldn't. You go on the Supreme app, nothing on there. Yeah. There was nothing. You go on there now, still good sizes of shirts, good, a few accessories, backpacks.
Well, I mean, the telltale sign was when the box logo hoodies. I mean, I think they're in the 400s now for resale. I mean, they used to be 1,800, 1,500.
The T-shirts too.
Oh yeah,
depends what it was. But
even the San Francisco box logo, like we had one of those, and it took us a while to sell it, and they were going for like $400, and it's like a nice just orange box logo on a black shirt. Like it's a pretty decent design, but yeah, the whole Supreme like movement is kind of like definitely slowed down big time in the demand. It's vintage. I'm telling you, vintage is huge. People are all into vintage, and vintage is massive. You're seeing a lot of vintage spots open up.
There's a lot of vintage places. There's at least 2 or 3 by my house. Goodyear. So I haven't been inside of them yet, but I'm like, man, and like, you know, Andy, shout out to Andy. He does his own thing, sells vintage for his company or whatever, and he'll send us like, you know, everything he sold in one day, like on eBay. I'm like, God dang, and the price on some of that stuff.
I see what he posts. Yeah, he does well with the vintage stuff. That's just where the wave is right now, the demand. You can find a $5 shirt, sell it for like $70. I mean, the margin's just there. You can't do that with Supreme. You're paying like $50 for a shirt, and then lucky flip it for $60, you know?
I will say that vintage has lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. I expected it to be out of here at some point, and I thought, because it was overpriced. Like, this stuff was way overpriced. I would see like a Garth Brooks tour T-shirt, like $150. And I'm like, fam, come on, man.
You should sell those Tupac shirts, man. Those band shirts, they're going for thousands, man. Those old Tupacs and Biggie shirts from the 90s that we all had.
And see, I never understood it with Supreme, like box logos or whatever, because, I mean, we all buy hoodies and stuff like that. You wash a hoodie, you do something to it, that joint is going to fade, is going to mess up, is going to tear like that. A vintage is already old. I expect it to mess up at some point. So are you going to start selling vintage then?
No, we're not going to get into that. We haven't.
Oh, okay.
I really don't know much about it. You know, you have to be a picker, right? I respect what they do. I mean, they have a skill, and you literally have to hit up those bins, right? Those like the Goodwill, the Salvation Armies, and these little bins that they have, and you got to pick. And I wouldn't even know. They do a single stitch, double stitched, and I don't know. I couldn't tell. Like,
I know nothing about it.
But it's a skill. I respect it, and I think people have definitely been profitable by doing it. But Supreme was easy. Just people bring in Supreme, and it's a brand new shirt. You just sell it. But with vintage, I think it's a whole other level of expertise I don't have. But I respect it. I don't know how long. I mean, I've talked about it too. How long do you think it's going to last?
All right.
I mean, it's already been a couple of years. What's that, round 2?
Yeah, round 2.
They went from unknown to getting a collab with Nike, and they're still, I mean, opening new stores every single year, couple stores every year, or whatever. So
it's crazy is they closed the Virginia one after,
Did they?
You know, everything. I think the Virginia one is closed, and I think they said they weren't going to open one back up.
COVID, you mean, or what?
I think it was. I think it got burned down. Did they get from? I don't want to call them riots, but protests or whatever. I thought I remember it got like vandalized really bad. I thought maybe not, but they closed it. I don't know. It closed down in Virginia. I remember Curtis was telling me about it as well. So, but then they opened one. They got one in Chicago. Like Rudy was just in the one in Chicago. Like I've seen the one in Miami. Like them joints is everywhere.
She texted Hannah a picture of the line.
Like, what was the line for? To go in or just to like...
They have lines every morning, at least at the one in Hollywood, because they have like their shit that they got from the day before, and it, you know, it's all priced to sell. You know what I mean? Like they price it to go quick. So people line up to get because they don't put stuff they may put a couple things online, but they don't really put stuff online in terms they don't have a problem selling stuff, in other words. So they get that stuff from one day it comes in Friday, and then Saturday people camp or whatever line up to buy that stuff that came in that day.
I didn't think anybody was still doing stuff like that. I
don't know if it is now. I just assume, but based on the picture that she sent Hannah, I'm assuming that. Unless they had some other kind of promo
too because of COVID. I think they're only allowing 5 to 10 customers at a time. So I know even Cool Cakes, a lot of them have big lines, but I know they only allow a certain number of people at a time. So, but yeah, so so with us, I respect it, but that's just not our lane, and I don't know how to. I definitely don't know how to pick something like that, but the profit margins are insane, and you're right. There's spots all over, man. There's spots in Goodyear.
Vince's places are popping up left and right everywhere, and I'm just
you got years and years and years of product to. If you talk about there's enough space for all these sneaker shops to be open. There's definitely enough space for vintage stores because they have 30 years of product or longer.
Yeah, but I was I figure, Andy was repainting his own jerseys now. You buy a screen print and the paint's gone. He's now painting his own jerseys now. So I'm painting the numbers back on them. And I was like, good Lord. I was like, at some point, you're going to run out of these screen print jerseys. At some point, you have to.
Oh. And I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, so shoot, I got a couple of jerseys at the house. I was like, I'm gonna have Andy go ahead and repaint some of the stuff back on them because
I got he was doing that.
Yeah, I got some sand knit baseball jerseys and stuff, some classic stuff like that. That I just didn't wear much because the letters are gone, the numbers are gone, stuff like that. But I was always like, man, you're gonna run out of old stuff eventually. But I was reading this thing about vintage, and they were saying that, the vintage is even. 1999, when we was wearing Von Dutch and
but so the thing about it is people buy that stuff and wear it one time and then sell it. They might buy a $500 Tupac shirt and wear it once and then sell it for even more because it's already used when you buy it, and one more wear, what's that going to do? It's not like a shoe, you know what I mean? So that's why that vintage stuff works. I think Andy already sold. I think he already made enough money in 10 sales or whatever to cover that entire order he bought, that won all them jerseys.
Oh yeah.
I think because we've been texting just about how eBay works and stuff. He's been telling me updates on his stuff. I think he already made all his money back from that, just selling 10. I could be wrong, could be over exaggerating, but if he hasn't made all his money back, he's close just from selling 10 jerseys. He sent me a thing, some jersey of a whack player for $300.
Yeah, he sold a Warriors, a Donald Foyle one time for a grip. I was like, man, what? Get this out of here. But cats be buying that stuff. But what's funny is I don't see people wearing this stuff. When is the last time you seen somebody walking down the street wearing an old screen print jersey? I haven't seen anybody. I don't know
where anyone is doing anything. That's why sports cards make sense to me because you don't got to put it on to go anywhere. During COVID, you just collect or you sell or both.
Are you going to, not Ben Had Those. Is it Ben Had Those coming up? Or is it Heated Soul? April?
We haven't done the last couple just because of the COVID stuff. We were just being a little bit careful and all that. So
it's in April. I figured by April, they might try to bring everything be back by then, won't it? Or something?
Yeah.
So, okay. I didn't know. I always look at events like that, and you've always gone to quite a few out here. Man, I always be like, man, everybody seems to have the same stuff, vintage or a bunch of Travis Scott's on the table. So I used to be like, man, you got this in your top 10?
I do.
Top 5?
Top 5.
Oh, okay. You got this in yours? This looks much better. I feel like maybe I haven't seen it in a long time, but I'm like, man,
they suck.
No, that's fire too with the 85 in there.
Suck.
Man, if I ran super fast and the wings came out, 85. I know it's on both sides like that.
Yes, wind flapping.
How come you haven't sold them yet?
We sometimes we're okay with holding them. They just go up. People give us offers all the time.
Yeah, I figure something like that. You just sell that today. Anybody would want that. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool then. I like that then. You want to keep it for a while then. I'm just surprised at how high they're going up. You still got them Jordan 4 unions?
Huh?
You still got them Jordan 4 unions?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they going up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think in the last 30 days or something, size 12 and 13 are up like 13%, 12 or 13%.
Oh, okay.
So if they keep going up, I'm sure they'll be sold in another 6 months or something.
You still have the ones in your store, or you got rid of them?
Yeah, we sold all of those, and we just got 2 more in, I think, on Friday. So
that was when I first finally saw him in person. Was at his store. And
yeah,
I was
for
like,
the panel thing.
I was like, ooh, these ain't too bad. That toe box thickness or that sway, whatever. I was like, yo, these joints are crazy. That was when I said like, okay, these is fire, man. And the tongue come out, them joints is fire. I don't got anything else legend wise to ask, unless George got anything want to ask.
No, I don't have nothing. I mean, outside of just seeing some social media, I haven't really been paying attention to sneakers. I mean, I've been doing nothing but cards lately. So like,
are you okay? You good? You seem to be like really, you in a card sunken place. I'm gonna need you to get out. I'm gonna need you to come back to the real world. I'm glad you guys are still doing good, man.
Card sunken place is funny, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
You should make a T-shirt. Put it on a T-shirt.
No, it sounds like you want to make a T-shirt.
You right, because I hate cards. I opened a pack of cards the other day.
You, with the last show, you were like, let me open that one too.
Oh, opening is fine,
yeah.
but I still hate them. You ain't selling cards?
Nah, but you see a couple of the sneaker resale shops, man. They're selling cards too, man. They're doing everything.
You know what? That's
Don
why.
told me one of them is selling like the supplies, card supplies. I'm like,
what is that?
Like top loaders and sleeves and stuff. Like what you put the card in.
Oh, okay.
I was like, what?
I thought, well, I mean, I seen a shop out here. They sell like the boxes. Like they're hey, we got
that's
whatever's.
That's just from going to Target or Walmart and camping and then putting it in their shop.
Oh, I mean, I figured. I mean, ain't that what you got to do? You got to do what you got to do.
Well, yeah. I mean, sure, it's another way to make money. I mean, I will just say that. But yes, they're clowns. I mean, to me.
Read the eBay ad. Last read for it. What else I got on here? Talking about 50 dunks. You got any dunks in your top 10?
No.
Good.
The material, the leather on the dunks is nice, but I don't like that.
You still got yours?
I don't like that lace. I sold that a long time ago. From rare dead stock to the latest release, you can find the exact sneaker you're looking for on eBay. As the original sneaker marketplace, eBay is the place to go to cop the pair you've been eyeing. In partnership with eBay, Armchair Media will be raffling off 4 custom-made sneakers. Each purchase you make before March 31st through ebay.com/sneakers will enter you into a drawing for a 1-of-1 pair of Air Force One lows. Just send a screenshot of your purchase to @ArmchairMedia on Twitter or Instagram, @ARMCHAIRMEDIA, all together, no spaces, no underscores, nothing. And that's on Twitter or Instagram. Whether rare, dead stock, or the latest release, find the exact shoe you're looking for on eBay. With eBay's authenticity guarantee, your sneakers are meticulously inspected by independent professional authenticators. A team of experienced sneaker authenticators verify the box, logo stitching, and dozens of other inspection points. Each sneaker also receives an authenticity guarantee tag that includes a digital stamp of authenticity and is customized with the sneaker's details. Authenticity guarantee also protects sellers with a verified return process. It is free, FREE, to sell sneakers of $100 or more on eBay. And thanks to eBay's authenticity guarantee, verified returns make the whole transaction worry-free. With other sites taking as much as 25%, you're going to have a lot of extra money left for, Gregory?
For sneakers.
More sneakers.
eBay.com/sneakers.
You didn't have anything else listed on there?
Just 50 dunks. That's all I got.
50 dunks meaning what? Oh,
off-white. Man. Wait, now let's talk about. I mean, like I said, the guy thing happened today.
LaMelo injury.
Oh, yeah, he got hurt. I mean, that's sad. You know why it's sad, though?
He still can win Rookie of the Year or what? Who are you giving it to?
Well, Edwards is going to. It depends now.
Can you still give it to him or no?
Well, yeah, you can because the Hornets are in like 5th place.
Okay. All right.
Now, if the Hornets drop, if the Hornets stay at 5th and Edwards stay balling, give it to Edwards. If the Hornets drop,
I didn't know he had 42 the other day
against the Suns.
Man, he balled out. He is good. He might be better than D Wade.
But all right, relax you.
He might be better than Dwayne Wade.
Number one,
he's more athletic.
He's way more athletic.
Okay, number one, I was the one who said he had the highest ceiling in the class. To rewind,
he was the number 1 draft.
Number
pick.
2,
it's not like
relax.
You jumped out the window. He wasn't drafted like 15.
Well, when LaMelo played the first week or 2 of the season, whatever, everyone was like, "Oh, LaMelo should have gone number 1." So don't do that. All right,
I went 2. I mean,
No, he didn't. Wiseman went second.
Oh, sorry, he went 3.
Don't do that.
He went 3. Look, if the Hornets fall out the playoffs or fall to like the 8th seed or the whatever, then okay, give it to LaMelo still. All right. But look, the LaMelo is a draw, like a watch, a must see. Like
I went to a high school game and the gym was probably past capacity. I'm sure they could have got a ticket from the fire marshal.
They probably have. I mean, look, like I said, I hate when things like this happen because I have no reason to watch the Hornets play now whatsoever. Some of the players are doing all right. PJ Washington, some of them are doing pretty good, but like, I want to see LaMelo play. I'm not watching the Timberwolves unless Edwards is playing. The Timberwolves are awful. Okay, they are an awful team and an awful organization. You know, they made my hated list, so I don't like them whatsoever. I just don't understand.
Yeah, you should make top 10 hated franchises list.
You're right. Because I have about 10 right now. So, and you know, I added Saints to it. So
you should have Raiders number 1.
No, because the Raiders have been doing what they're Raiders. I mean, they've been doing what Raiders do. Like, you know, they kind of win, they lose, they kind of win.
You should hate them for that, though.
No, because they've been like that kind of for a really long time. Like, it hasn't like...
Yeah, teams that are like one way for a long time and that one way is suck.
I hate teams... I get mad at teams like the Saints because they have one Super Bowl win, yet they're regarded as like the greatest... Oh my God, Super Bowl... Somebody picks them for the Super Bowl every single year.
No, you don't have this.
They're always in the top 3, number 1 offense, top 3 offense within the last 10 years.
Yeah, but you don't hate the Saints. You just hate the people that say that.
No, I don't like the Saints because they should... The Saints are a team that I believe should have about 3, 4, 5 Super Bowls by now. They have 1. Like, come on, you can't be top 3 offense for the last like 10 years or whatever. And some of those years been like multiple times number 1, and you get bumped out of the playoffs every single year. They haven't even been back to a Super Bowl since that one. So I was like, you know what? I hate them. Falcons, same way. Falcons, I feel, have had teams. They should have at least 2 or 3 Super Bowls by now. They get to the Super Bowl finally and up on the Patriots, and then like, I hate y'all. Like, and then they'll have like a phenomenal season, like 13-3. And then the very next season go like 4-11 or whatever, 4-12. You know, what the heck happened? How? It's the same team. That's why I hate teams like that. Anyways, 50 dunks. Anybody care?
Is it really 50 though?
It's supposed to be 50. They're all gray. What I was like, man, that's a scam. It's all gray dunks, but that extra lace.
Yeah.
Is just a different color in each shoe. So like a teal one or a purple one. And the number 50 number one is all black. Whatever.
And that's confirmed, so that's for sure.
I mean, they got pictures of like variations of them. I don't know. I mean, Virgil, whatever his name is, commented on the post, said that these colors are not right, but then they found out that every shoe was base gray, changed that one color lace, changed a little tab with the number 50 of 50, the 30 of 30, 30 of 50, changed the color of that or whatever. I don't know. Do y'all even like the off-white dunk?
I don't mind it. I mean, it's not bad.
Oh, okay. You have it in store?
We have a couple.
I saw a green one in there.
Yeah, we have a green one. Yeah.
And you have what? The red one?
Green one.
I didn't know the red one was the UNLV colors. I had never paid attention to it. Oh,
fam, what's up, man?
I don't care for them. I feel like the shape on the shoe is weird. It's not like, it doesn't look like any other dunk. Like something's off by it. Like I don't think it sucks, but every time I see, like shout out to Laura, like Lil Laces, every time I see her post them, I'm like, why does it look like the toe box is so wide on the front or round or whatever? So I never paid attention to them. I didn't think they were bad. I seen people take that extra lace out of them. I don't like the big holes or loops, whatever that is or whatever, but.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a pair. I mean, I think they're okay. They're not bad. I mean,
you wouldn't wear them?
I wouldn't. No.
They make your top 10?
No.
Did I already ask you that?
No, they didn't make my top 10.
They make your top 10, George?
No, they suck.
Okay. Do you like anything? You've said every single thing today sucks, including the 2 shoes right here.
But we haven't talked about anything good. I said though, like those.
Yeah, you said these was alright.
Yeah, they're alright.
Did you want these or no when they came?
They're not bad.
Oh. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I ain't too high on them. Anything else to talk about? Because I got nothing else. It's been a slow week, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Everybody was just hitting me up talking about the Kai thing, and I was just like, look, man, you keep showcasing your I guess, wins. I don't know what you want to call it, wins. It's like people rob banks. It's like people don't understand, like in the state of Arizona, like how many people rob banks. And I'm like, man, you got away with it. Like, you don't got to tell everybody about it, and.
Well, that's what's the name man did.
Lotus?
Yeah.
Yeah, like once you start really showing your wins and lifestyle.
Start flaunting.
Nike them will be like, no. Like, no. And I'm telling you, he posts the most. I'm talking. It looks like he is living it up. All right, he is living life. The article said he made millions this weekend. So that's what the article said.
At the pop-up thing?
Supposedly.
I didn't even know that happened. I just saw that he made millions.
It was crazy that those 2 kids that got arrested for drugging that girl. So those two, I don't know if you saw it in Florida, those 2 guys that drugged that girl, was raping her in the hotel or whatever, and she died. They were at his pop-up in the line scamming people. Acting like they're in line, like charging people like $200 to cut. So they were doing like some scamming and stuff. And then they basically found a picture of them at the pop-up shop in the line, same 2 dudes. I'm like, yo, that is crazy.
Ain't no wonder Nike trying to get him.
Hey, man, fam, you come up with a shoe like that. Come on, man. Nike has to come at some point. And I don't want
Was it a new colorway or what was?
Oh, I mean, there's a million colorways now.
I know, but what was it? You did a pop-up for like
he did a pop-up for like Miami colors and maybe like some other ones or whatever. And look, like I said, like I want him to be successful. I want him to be, I'm not hating on him or nothing like that, because Cats was like, I had posted in the story, I said, spaghetti. I was joking around.
Yeah.
Yo, you hating on a black man? Like, fam.
Who said that?
Fam, come on, man. Cats follow him or whatever. Like, you gonna hate on him? He's a black man. I'm like, fam, I got a sneaker show to do. It's sneaker news. All right, ain't got nothing to do with being black or nothing like that. I'm like, everybody knows the drill. Like, you make a Jordan 1, what you gonna do? Nike's gonna say something to you.
Man.
Shout out to Kaido. Anyway, you wanna do top 10 now?
Geeks. Anyone who said anything in any comments or DMs can fly off Earth.
Fly off Earth, okay. George, top 10 Off-White, and I only did Nike. I didn't do like Off-White brand or nothing like that.
No. Yeah, Nike,
okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, man, I know one of them trying to finesse
stuff.
and be like, nah, these is aight. It'd be George. George would be like, yeah.
That one shoe does look actually okay.
Which
the one
one?
shoe that looks like I don't know if it's supposed to look like a Jordan 3 or Jordan.
Oh, I just saw that.
Something or whatever.
Yeah, I just saw that. It was the Chicago colors?
He's done a bunch of different ones. But,
I just saw that, and I was like, I never even seen these before. These are all right. I mean, the van model ones I don't think are bad. Well, van looking, I don't think they're bad, but they're just too pricey. Like, I can't pay that for something that resembles a van, whatever. Top 10 Off-White sneakers to us. George, you got any honorable mentions?
No honorable mentions. I'm going to try to find the picture of this shoe, though. Man, I don't care about any of these enough to have honorable mentions.
You are lame.
Yes.
You got any honorable mentions, Charles?
I do.
What you got?
So the Air Max 97 Menta, the gray pair, European exclusive.
Oh, that was European exclusive?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I didn't know that. Them joints are fire. All right.
We had that when we opened up in the size 9, so it's a nice shoe. Actually, out of all the 97s, I think I personally like that colorway the best.
So then you don't have any other ones in the top 10 then?
I do. Me personally, it's kind of weird. I have stuff I like personally that I would rather have, but then I'm talking about overall impact and what people are into. I'm factoring all that, just cultural impact.
I do agree with that, because that mental one is probably the one I would want to have the most out of the other ones, but I've seen the other ones in person and on foot and stuff. I thought they looked better.
Yeah,
on foot,
I agree with you.
Whatever.
I also had the Air Max 97, just the OG. Right. Is one of my honorable mentions.
See, I wanted to put that on my top 10 or honorable mention, but like, it's white with a black swoosh, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But I loved how Virgil did the Hyperfuse version of the 97, not the OG version of it. I think that's what makes them better.
Not this colorway, but this shoe. It looks better than some of the other colorways.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that shoe. I seen a lady trying those on at Nordstrom. They were way too big for her body. Like
this one right here looks a lot better.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's crazy. Those are reselling now on StockX. Interesting.
What's retail on them? I mean, what could they resell for? Aren't they like 500?
Yeah, they're like, it's super high anyway.
Oh, so yeah, it's under retail on resale market.
Yeah.
Says
usually designer doesn't.
Says resale or retail price is $515.
Any other honorable mentions?
Yeah, one more. The Air Force One MoMA, the black pair.
Oh, the black one? Oh, okay. Pair. Fam, I saw how much those are going for. I was like...
those are insane.
I mean, I understand the other colorways. The black one, I was like, what? Come on, man. Like, oh, the black leather one.
Yeah, black leather one.
Oh, okay. I saw how much the black, whatever that other material was, kind of like a hyperfuse. I thought that one was going too high. That one was going way too high for my blood. How many mentions I got? I got the Blazer OG10. I like the Blazer.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was bad. It's just a blazer. But like, I honestly thought I liked low blazers. No, I don't. I thought I could tolerate high blazers. I don't. I think blazers should only come in mid. I think that should be the standard for blazers. I thought about like, you get a low blazer, and you can wear it with anything. You can. It's a casual shoe, but blazers should stick to mids, just like the Supreme ones. Like, they should just strictly be mids. Highs, it's too high, but I like them. And the Air Max 97 Menta. That's what I got in there. Who wants to go first?
I suck. I'll go first. Air Force One MoMA black pair.
Is this number 10?
Number 10.
Can't believe you put an Air Force One on your list. You
2.
hate Air Force One.
2.
What?
He doesn't have many shoes.
He has plenty of shoes.
No, he doesn't. Number 9, Air Force One low volt pair.
Them the only 2 you got on there?
Yep. You probably talking about blue.
You crazy.
Smoking blue sticks. Number 8, Jordan 5 off-white sail colorway.
Oh, I hate that one.
Number 7, Jordan 5. Well, I don't even know why I'm saying off-white. Jordan 5 black colorway.
Good Lord, what's in your top 5? If that one's all the way down there.
I mean, you already know the ones that I like, so.
Yes, you got all 5 is OG Presto.
Number 6, Air Max 97 Serena Elemental Rose. Number 5.
Yeah, size 12, by the way, in the store.
For men's?
Yeah, men's.
Did they come in men's sizes?
$1,200.
Yeah, they were men's sizes.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I couldn't remember what they
It's
released.
cheaper than that. Get at me.
Number 5, Air Max 90 Desert Ore. Number 4, Zoom Fly, the original Zoom Fly, the 10 Zoom Fly.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you got that on the list. I don't got that colorway.
We talked about that a while back that I told you that was like my favorite one from the first original 10 besides the Presto. I mean, obviously the Presto. Number 3, Air Max 97 Menta. I think that was like my shoe of the year that came out.
The Menta?
Yeah, or it was in the top shoes of the year. Because I don't think it was the same year as the first 10. Number 2, Jordan 4 Women's Sail. And number 1, Presto, the original 10 Presto.
I thought you said you didn't like those anymore.
It's still the best. I mean, the only other shoe that I would say maybe even is the Off-White Sail Women's 4.
I got that in my top on my list, but that's 4. I can't get with it yet. I just don't know what it is about it. It ain't that attractive to me. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
I can go.
Go for it.
All right. Number 10, the OG Blazer. Number 9, the 90 Desert Ore.
Those in person are so whack, though. But they're fire. Every time I see somebody wear them, I'm like, but the pictures and stuff, when we came, I couldn't wait for them to come out. Yeah.
They're not bad in person.
You think it's the best colorway of the 90s?
Maybe.
Okay. I think I prefer the white and the black than Desert Ore.
I can't argue with that too much, though. They're all kind of like the same to me.
Yeah,
I don't have any of them, so.
Well, you do, but
you do. Not for personal. So number 7, the Presto, and it's interesting that
the OG Presto.
Presto. I have that pair, and
I was going to wear it today,
and I don't like it no more.
That's the thing. That's what I was telling George.
It's like a chunky shoe now. It has that like chunky shoe vibe. I've never been a chunky shoe guy.
No, I had put them on a few weeks ago, and I was like, ew. Yeah. And I was like, what happened to these? And I was like, you know what it is? It's just a Presto. Like, it's the only Off-White I own. I had the North Carolina ones, but I sold those.
Ew.
But I was like, let me go ahead and put the Prestos on today. And I was like, I don't like these anymore. Like, I just don't. And I said, I thought about selling them. They're beat. All right, and I was like, I might just sell these to some old fool for like $200 or something. And I traded black cars for them, black Ford cars, and I wish I kept those now, even though I think in hindsight I should have kept them now. But when I see cars on like social media anywhere, I don't really think that much of them anymore. Like I don't.
The cars are better for sure.
Yeah, they are now. I give them black cars and cash on top at that point in time because black cars were cheaper than those.
The Pretzels, I just don't know what it is, and they crease up pretty bad too, man. When you wear them, like they don't wear well. So,
and I got
not a fan.
I got mine super wet, so like the black kind of ran on the white a little bit. I was like, they're trashed.
Let me take that back. I think that's my number 8. My number 7 is the MCA Air Force One MCA.
The blue one?
The blue pair.
Well, you got that low? You don't even got it on the list, and you got it that low? Y'all tripping.
It might be a number 11.
Okay.
Maybe. I mean, it's not that good to me.
You're out of your mind. You got the black one over the blue one?
The black one's better.
I mean, yeah, if you're about to rob a fancy person.
I mean.
What else you got?
That's one I have a personal of. That's definitely one that I had to get.
Oh, you got the blue one?
Yeah.
That one's so fire. That blue is that shoe. Like that that blue is on nothing else. That blue is that shoe. I love that shoe.
Number 6, the original Air Force. Out of all the ones that I had, I wore that one more than any other Off-White shoe. I wore that a ton. I actually hit on the Blazer at Undefeated, when you could actually go in and line up and get raffle tickets and all that stuff. And I traded the Blazer for the Air Forces. And I wore the Air Forces like crazy. They're like just trashed. So it was just a dope shoe. It was my favorite personal that I wore. I wore it more than any other shoe. I wore the Pretzels like 3 times, and they're in the box. So I don't even know where they are, to be honest with you.
Have you won an Undefeated raffle recently?
No, you can't. You can't.
Oh, I've never won one ever. So, I mean, I think Andy won.
Well, those Sakai's I think you got. I won them at Undefeated.
Oh, you're right. That's right. I got the Undefeated sticker on it. That's right.
Number 6? Number 5, Jordan 1, Off-White, Euro.
Okay.
I think that he was supposed to originally, am I right? He was supposed to drop this in the 10.
It was supposed to.
And somehow last minute they switched it up to this.
Supposedly.
Right? So, but this fits, right? This doesn't fit with the original 10. This one kind of fits more. Like
that was the only one that had color.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the only one that was colored. So all the 10s were white and black.
Exactly. Like muted, I thought this was like a last second change, and they threw in the Chicago, but super clean. You just can't wear them. They're just you'd wear them once and they'd be trashed. Like it'd be so dirty.
So I feel like if you could afford it, they should be. Like, I don't know. I'm off of the like trying super duper hard to not mess them up, but like the value of stuff is so high now. It's like crap. Like and the wins and losses are so far apart. Anytime you win, you got to treat it like you walking around with a newborn baby because you might not get another win later on.
Well, and it's like if you've not seen, I don't know if you guys have the UNC pair, but
yeah, we both had it, right? Or did I just have it? Okay,
it's a different toe box. The UNC they improved on. They put that plastic cap on the toe box so like they don't crease and they don't get dirty. But this like foam toe box, you like it's game over, man. You get some like mustard on there, dirt. It's over with. They look
that
filthy.
repellent on it.
Have you seen people wear these out? They just like they look filthy.
I don't see people wear them that often.
Well, used to. I remember you would go to Hita years ago when they first came out, or SneakerCon, and they just look beat right here. You could just tell they don't hold up. And there's another problem with the Chicago's you got to worry about is just the red bleeds into the white here.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's just they look nice, but they're not really functional to wear. Especially for how much they cost. So. Number 4, Jordan 1 UNC. That's the one I wear that one like crazy, and I've wore it like 30 times. It still looks great. Like it's not my favorite as far as colorway, but it's the most functional I could just wear.
You got a lot of personal Off-White sneakers.
Well, get them early. Like when back in the day, even then, me, even before I even had the shop, like. If you could get them even for $500 back then,
right?
Like you just get them early. Like,
see, that's what last time you was here. That's what we had talked about was. being able to make that identification of something that like will rise later. That's one reason why you bought the like Union ones, right? The 2 Union 4s?
Yeah, I mean, I just had money sitting in GOAT, and I was like, might as well just test this investment out.
And I see it, and I said, man, I want to have that like eye where I see something like, ooh, I think 500's a deal.
I think they did a lot. The numbers were a lot bigger of the 4 than of the 1. I mean, the 1's a better shoe, but I think if the numbers would have been the same, it would have been closer in terms of like value over time.
Y'all see that Union 3? It's supposed to come out with one this year.
I saw some mock-ups, but I don't know if it's real, but...
Yeah. What you call it supposedly is next week?
What?
I'm a Manier?
Yeah.
It got pushed back to something.
It's like the 30th now? Or?
Yeah, I think it got pushed back to April now.
The GOAT calendar.
Yeah, I just saw that. And those ones we talked about, the mint lace one, that got pushed back too. I forgot about that. Just talk about that now. What's your top 3?
So top 3, Jordan 5, black.
That's number 3?
That's number 3 to me. Functional shoe, again, you could just wear it. You don't have to worry about it. You can wear it, beat it up. You know, you don't have to worry about stains or
You got a personal pair?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
You got all these. The fact that he didn't have him in the top 5 amazed me. And I'm going to make that point when I say mine.
Number 2, which is ultimately like the most beautiful shoe, the most pure off-white shoe is the Jordan 4 Sail. It's just a beautiful shoe. It's just a beautiful shoe.
I want to like it. I just can't yet. I don't know what it is about it.
No?
I don't know what it is. Maybe because it is one color like that. But I used to like that monotone thing like that. But I don't know what it is about it. The homie got him, shout out to Blanc, and he put a dope fit on with it. And it looked cool, but like, it just
I've
does
never seen a bad
me.
fit anywhere with
I don't think I have
these
either.
shoes.
I don't think I have
Everyone
either.
just kills it. You throw these on, it just makes... It reminds me of the Hender schemes, remember? Like I remember being in Chicago at RSVP, the store, and one of the sales clerks was wearing the Hender schemes, and those were just fire to me, like a shoe that made all this crazy Japanese leather, and I was just like, whoa, that's insane. Like they retail for like $1,000.
Somebody wearing them sounds crazy.
Yeah, they were wearing them. I think that's how it was over there.
Was it like the midsole wood?
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah,
those were crazy. I remember when
it's like Pinocchio type shoe wood or something like that.
I remember End had like, I wasn't Jordan 4s, but they had like another model, whatever it was, and I was like, God dang, like I don't know who's wearing these. It just seems like something you just put in the store to have, like to actually wear. Is crazy.
And so cats were wearing them. So the Sail definitely is just a beautiful shoe. It's just another shoe though that, like you wear it, it's game over. It's gonna be dirty. It's like you spill something on it or someone steps on it. It's just one of those shoes. It's not a functional shoe to wear. Whereas the 5, you can wear it as much as you want. You can beat that thing and it's still gonna look good.
Love that 5.
Number 1, the Chicago. I just think it's an iconic shoe. I think out of all the shoes that he did, I think we've talked about it before. I think when the last time I was here, it was just totally just, changed the game. Like this shoe, it was Ultra Boosts and NMDs and Yeezys, and like that 10 dropped, right? We all know where we were. It was one of those moments. And, we're all at work, hiding, closing doors, trying to enter into sneakers that day. And I think that this represents his vision more so than any other shoe, just the impact of it. So I would say definitely this is like the number 1 off-white shoe.
I mean, I still consider that original 10 and that one to be like probably the greatest sneaker collaboration of all time. I mean, we had never seen anybody do anything major to a Jordan yet. Mm-hmm. Like, we've seen colorways and stuff like that, but like actually like alter it, deconstruct it and stuff like that. I was like, I didn't think that was allowed. Like, I didn't think Nike would ever allow something like that or Jordan would ever do something like that. So when that happened, it was like, yo, that's crazy. All right. Number 10, I got the Chuck Taylor, all right?
Okay.
Not the first Chuck Taylor, the one with the stripes on the side. Not the OG 10 Chuck Taylor with the clear sole.
The one they're retroing right now.
They about to retro it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
Yeah.
So I might try to give that a shot.
It's coming out.
I like that one. I thought that one was really good. I like that one a lot. I didn't care for the one with the clear sole, had the like Volcom on the side or something like that. I didn't care for those that much. Number 9, I got the Nike Zoom Fly, the one that George said, but I got the tulip pink one. And I got that because when I was in your store, Warren was in there with his wife, and his wife was wearing them, and I said, them is crazy in person. He was wearing the Air Max Day that has the maze on them. I saw those in person. I was like, okay, them is way better in person than what on the sneakers app and stuff like that. And then his wife was wearing the Zoom Fly Tulip. I was like, them joints are crazy. Them joints were fire. Number 8, I got the Nike Waffle Racer. I love those waffle racers. The low top one with the spikes on them.
Yeah, Blanc, nice.
Blanc warm here. Them joints are nice. I don't know why those and the one that has the thicker sole. What I don't know what that model is called. Vapor or something. Vapor waffle, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know why those are so cheap. And cheap, I mean, $250, $215. But like out of all the off-whites, I don't know why those are the two that are like retail basically. Mm-hmm. Them joints is fire to me. And I like the one with the thick sole, the whatever it's called. Number 7, I got the Air Force One Volt. I mean, it's Volt. Like I feel like that's the only legit Volt sneaker I care about now. Like any other Volt ones seem played out. Maybe Air Max 97 Volt from the tennis pack. Other than that, I don't care. Number 6, I got the Air Max 90 Desert in hand. That's pictures. Couldn't wait for them joints to drop. But like, I still love it. You look at it and you're like, man, I just like it. But number 5, I do have the Jordan 4 sale, muslin, whatever it's called. I mean, it's nice. Like, I've never, like you said, that was a good point. Never seen it look bad, ever. No athletes, no people on social media. I've never looked at a picture and thought these suck. It just didn't do anything to me. Number 4, I got the Nike OG Presto. That's the only off-white I own. And like you said, it's only number 4 because at that one point, we thought it was the best one. Mm-hmm. George had won that one. And then they sent you the basketball, right?
The screenshot came up and said the Presto was in the picture.
Oh, the got him?
Yeah.
And then the Presto, then you got the basketball.
But yeah, it wasn't the Presto.
And that's the one I got, and I beat them joints. Like, I was like, okay, if I trade the Jordan 4 cost for it, I'm wearing these. Like, I'm going to, and I if you want to say the word grill or whatever, but like, all these ones that I'm getting and stuff like that, I want pairs like that I'm going to beat and wear and wear and wear. Probably why I want 2 Wimbledons, because I really want to wear them like a lot. But I put them on a couple weeks ago, and I was like, ugh. I love the box though, the inside out box.
Yeah.
I love that box. Number 3, I got the Air Max 97, the Serena one. I don't know what that one's called, but like the Serena one. I saw that on foot somewhere.
Mineral Rose.
I saw that in person on foot. It looked incredible. I love that one. That joint is fire. Number 2, the Air Force One, the MCA blue joint. That blue is strictly that shoe. You see that? I've never seen that blue anywhere else, used anywhere. It's not North Carolina blue. It's not navy blue. It's not royal blue. It's like this perfect in between of every single blue. I love that shoe. And number 1, which I don't know why you didn't have in the Jordan 5, because you made the great point about it when I talked about it, is the Jordan 5 black off-white. I mean, it's the first time, and you had made the point of it, they improved the shoe. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the best. It might be, to me, the best Jordan 5 of all time.
It was on my list.
Oh yeah. I was surprised at how low you had it. Because we talked about it. It was like, we would never buy a regular Jordan 5 right now. But I would buy another colorway made just like that. It doesn't got to be off-white. Mm-hmm. Just, it made that shoe better. And now when we first saw the pictures, we was like, But I went to Seattle, and I saw this cat wearing it in that little hallway with all that chewing gum on the wall, whatever that's called. And I mean, Rosé, I was
gum wall?
Yeah, I was like, I guess that's gum. I'm like, what's it called? Just a gum.
Like Pike's Place? What is it?
Yeah, it's in Pike's Place.
The market. Down below the market.
And this cat was sitting there wearing them joints, and I was like, oh my God, them joints are fire. Now, I did put that on my future pickup list, but it's about $1,000-some, so I won't be getting that one. But that joint is fire. So
it's
that's
just
my
lightweight. Did you have one, George?
It is lightweight. That joint is
like, you know,
fire.
Jordan 5s are just heavy and clunky. Like, this shoe is lightweight, easy to put on. It doesn't crease. It doesn't get dirty. Like, it's already a yellow sole. Like, it's literally almost perfect. You can just wear it forever, and it'll always look good. The way the guy was wearing them, I was like, he's wearing them like a sneak. It didn't look like work. It feels like work to wear a Jordan 5. Like, you put a Jordan 5 on, it feels like, it's heavy. It's like a boot. It's like a cowboy boot.
Yeah, it feels like hard work to bend the toe box. Even if you wanted to bend the toe box. Mm-hmm. I remember they showed some high school highlights of some kid I don't know. I think he was in Tennessee. He was somewhere playing basketball, and they were like, "Yo, this cat is the greatest high school basketball player of all time. He's hooping in Jordan 5s." So. And I saw him out there bamming on fools in Jordan 5s, and I was like, "That is amazing." But like you said, it's a shoe you can wear every single day. Mm-hmm. The only Jordan 5 I do want right now is a metallic 5, and that's it. Because I saw that in San Francisco and in Seattle as well. A guy riding a bike, and I was like, "It's Jordan 5." I don't own any Jordan 5s except a fire red 5, I think. And I don't own any Jordan 3s except chlorophyll 3s. And I feel like it's blasphemy not to have metallic 5s, cement 3s. I gotta get those. Mm-hmm. Anyways, I got nothing else. Anything else? Nothing. Charles, I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you made it back. Hopefully you're still in camera. You've been checking, right? Hopefully you're still in camera. Like I said, man, always welcome. I tell everybody this. Anybody in Arizona, man, always welcome. Come through and talk sneakers. Check out Legend. Legend is, it's a beautiful shop. And, man, like I said, Charles is one of those people that's always talked about customer service, getting to know your customers, relating to them, talking to them and stuff like that. You never feel weird when you go in there and stuff like that. I need to go more. I don't go anywhere. Now that he's further away from the house, where are you at right now?
Where do I personally live?
No, yeah, come on. Where's the store at right now? What's the
16th
location?
Street and Bethany.
Okay. And like I said, man, Charles is one of them good cats, man. Legit person, good person, man. So I always support him. So, George, anything else?
Got nothing.
You good? Because you were falling asleep quite a few times during the show. You all right?
Fam, I'm so tired right now. I have zero.
I don't rattle me like that.
Zero energy.
Ugly face.
I might be like the most tired I've ever been in my entire life.
You don't even fall asleep no more. Tell me like this. You fall asleep like this. You like this.
I've got more sleep the last 3 days than probably the last 2 weeks prior to that. So it's weird that I'm this tired, but I'm more tired than I've been in a long time right now.
You going
and
to
that makes
right
no sense. I was going to, but I don't think I'm going to make
All
it.
right.
I'll fall asleep on the machine. Right. I'm serious. I might fall asleep in my car driving home. We'll see.
Well, I'm a prayer to see you, man. I hope you make it. Call me when you get home, man. Text me. Make sure you got home. All right, that's the thing, Des. Bye, 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 bye.